Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from T&C Toy Tractors. Today I have a Case IH 380 Magnum AFS Connect CVT. The Case IH 380 Magnum was produced to 2014 to present. It is built at the Case IH factory in Racine, Wisconsin. Has an original price of $345,180. It is powered by an 8.7 liter, 531 cubic inch, 6-cylinder, 24 valve liquid cooled diesel engine. It is rated at 380 engine horsepower, 415 max engine horsepower. Is rated at 315 PTO horsepower. Has a 274 tested drawbar horsepower. And the PTO tested horsepower of 372. It has a 163 gallon fuel tank, a 26 gallon diesel exhaust fluid tank, has 1,000 PTO with a weight of 32,200 pounds and a max weight of 39,200 pounds. If you're ever curious where I get any of my information on these tractors, a lot of times tractordata.com is a great place to look. A lot of times they'll have just a whole spread of information. It can be kind of hit and miss on some tractors, especially a lot of the older ones. There isn't a lot of information there, kind of rare tractors, have you. But great source of information there. Or a lot of times I find my information in sales brochures, like in previous videos. You'll see the sales brochures in the background of the toy and stuff, and that's also where I get my information, just in case you're curious. So I acquired this thanks to a good friend of mine. His name is Robert Rockwell. I was lucky enough to have a friend like that who seen this actually at a pawn shop and thought of me, and I went there and I got it and another tractor that will be in a future video. I want to give him a shout out and a thank you. So it didn't have no box or anything. This is how I bought it. Now I've looked these up. These are going for like $150 on the high side. Still new in the box. I got this for substantially less than that since there was no box, but it is in remarkably good shape for no box. I think it was owned by an adult and just displayed in some collection somewhere. So I got lucky. They gave me a great deal on this and thought I'd do a video on it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet or not, or sell it, but good opportunity to do a video on a tractor. So we'll get into it here. Something I really like is this whole big dual setup. You got duals on the front, duals on the rear. Gives it a really aggressive look, And this is a beast of a tractor itself. I like that these weights up here, they're actually all metal, and you got your toolbox here. Here's where you fill your diesel up, and this is your diesel exhaust fluid tank here. Your fill up for that. Pretty neat detail on the cap there, believe it or not. Something small like that, I'm surprised. It just, little details like that I really like. The cab, unfortunately, I don't think opens. We'll see here. No, it doesn't appear the cab door opens. Be really neat if it did. Nice detail here on the steps leading up to the cab. Then you got your flasher bars here. Now these actually move up and down on both sides. I like them down like that. I think it just gives it a better look. Take a look here at the motor. Here's your turbo, or your turbocharger, some people say. And then this is your intercooler. It cools the incoming air into the turbocharger. Gives it a better performance and longer lasting. Cooler air helps provide more performance. So And then you got your radiator and different things here on the front. You know, this is a fairly decent detailed engine. It's pretty nice. I just realized that there's a prop rod there, where if you wanted to, you can prop this up. So pretty neat little thing there. I haven't had a chance to really look over this since I gotten it. Been busy doing a whole bunch of other things, but nonetheless, this is a really neat tractor. You got your forward-facing light here. We'll close this down. Again, I always think that on some of these tractors, I know this tractor is probably a few years old itself. I always wish that they'd use some kind of a like a clear plastic thing to use as like a headlight, make it look more realistic. But you know, as always, they use a decal. Here you have a light on the exhaust, continuing to face forward there. Here on top, you can see here, top of the cab, you have your GPS, and then you got your lights and stuff here on the cab. And then you got more grab rails here on the fender and on the side of the cab itself. This is something neat I'm just noticing. There is an actual windshield wiper or a window wiper on the side. That is something that you don't see very often, and that's a little neat detail. I'm glad it's not actually, it's actually a piece of its own. It's not molded into the plastic window itself like they do a lot of times. So pretty neat little detail. See, like here, this windshield wiper is actually molded into the window. You know, why they did it there and they didn't do it here, I don't know. This is whenever they actually used like a realistic wiper, believe it or not. I think that's a small detail that adds to the overall like realistic look of a tractor. You know, something just simple and small like that, I wish they do, but you know, I'm sure that there are certain ways of doing things. Here you have a working 3-point quick hitch. Goes up and down. If you can see here, let's see. You can actually see the PTO there. And then you have your drawbar hitch here. And then here is your hydraulic remotes and your hookup for like your lights and stuff, as everything's there. One of these days on some of these tractors with the 3-point quick hitches and stuff, I'm going to find an implement of some sort, like a ripper or something, to hook onto one of these. I think it'll be a really neat thing to have in a collection, you know, as far as displaying the tractor. Here you got stickers for like your lights and stuff here on the back. Then you got your rear facing window lights. And now we'll get in here, take a look at this detailed cab. Very detailed cab. It's very cool. It'd be cool if you could open up the door there and look inside, but very neat. Like you got your monitor there, you got your operator controls, and then you have the little jump seat there, the buddy seat. Little buddy seat, ain't very big. You know, this is a pretty neat model. I think, I know this is probably not so much one to play with as it is a collector's model, but, you know, if you happen to find these, I don't see why, you know, if you have an older child, you could definitely let them play with this. I don't see why not. There's not really too much to break off, and besides, I think, like I said, I got, memory serves me right, I believe I got this for $40. I bought it in a package deal with it and another tractor, so just, it's a neat model. Like I said, whether I decide to keep it or sell it, I don't know yet. But pretty neat tractor. I know I've done a lot of Case IH ones over the time. This one was a neat opportunity because I wouldn't normally buy this, but for the price I got it, thought it'd be good to buy and do a video on for you guys and just kind of go from there. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If there's anything I've missed out on, just leave it in the comment section below. And I always enjoy everyone's comments. I enjoy, oh, well, here, this is something I just thought of. Didn't take a look on the underneath, but something pretty neat. If you can see here, you have actual what are like hydraulic actuators, as I like to call them, that turn, and then you can go up, and they articulate that way too. And then you have your actual drive shaft going to the front. Sorry I didn't think about that. I started closing out the video before I even thought to look underneath it. Very neat detail here. I'm actually really surprised by that. If you're into modern equipment, 1/16 scale, I'd say yeah, add this to your collection. Pretty neat. I know if you, like with this one, for what I have in it, if I had a son or child, I'd let them play with it for no more than I have in it. So... But I hope you have enjoyed watching this video again. I hope that you'll come back and see us again. I hope that our channel just continues to grow like it is. And I appreciate everyone's watching, and I appreciate everyone's comments. And I always go through and I read comments, and I upload about every 5 days and whatnot. So come back and see us. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.